Alright, y'all. Welcome to the dollhouse. And we're going to be coming to you as a duo for the last time today. And I have some stuff we're going to unbox. I had a Mercari credit, and I have had this item on my saved list since I got on Mercari and fell into the dwolls hole. And this is a toy from my childhood. It's not a doll per se. It's not a doll per se. But I had this in my childhood, and like all my stuff in childhood and in late in life, I got rid of it all. And but the origin of this said toy figure is that I was just reading the cute little note. This comes beautifully packaged, by the way. I believe in unicorns is the package. Very cute. It was wrapped in tissue. Great job, seller. Thank you for the swiftness. So I got this toy in my childhood when I saved not a random girl, this super cool girl from my elementary school who I was despo to be friends with, but definitely kept me at bay. I think because she had a BFF that they were thick as thieves, and they were so cool. Her other friend Nikki, I listened to Salt and Pepper for the first time on her headphones on the bus, and I was like, what? Excuse me, what? Yeah, they were cool girls. Anyways, so she was tubing down the river. She was screaming. My sister and I were playing Barbies on the side of the river in this little sulfur spring runoff pool. And it was perfectly Barbie sized, and it bubbled, and it was natural hot springs. I'm not even making this up. And I'm saying this, recounting this, and wow, this shit goes so deep. Why do I try and deny it? I mean, working on it. So needless to say, I heard her screaming. I recognized it was Alana, and I was like, wait, what? And oh, actually, you know what? I don't know if I can't remember. I might not have known her at that point, because it might have been in summer and I hadn't gone back to public school yet. I can't remember the timeline. But regardless, I ran out into the river because it was shallow, and I think she was just freaked out. I feel like maybe there was a dog with her on her lap. I don't know. The memory fluctuating. And I intercepted her tube, and I stopped it, and then she was like, well, for saving my life, I want to give you something. And then I picked out this toy that I'm gonna now open. And I do remember her being like, that's the one you want? I don't think she really wanted, I don't think she wanted to give it up. And I didn't technically save her life, but, oh my God, this is so cute. Paper cranes for wishes come true. Good Find Mall. That's who the seller is, and they included some paper cranes. I love a paper crane. my girl Kumjo taught me how to fold paper cranes when I was working at the Salvador Dali Museum in St. Pete, and we just used to fold paper cranes at the reception desk and talk about food. Very cute. I love a paper crane. I love a paper crane. 3 of those, and I love some reduce, reuse, recycle. All right, drum roll please for the Jungle Baby Pumbaa. Look at that little sweet toothy smile. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. It's just as cute as I remember. And it's like a squishy PVC. It's got like a little rope tail with the little fluff tuft, which reminds me there is a new kitty in the house. Moon Kitty, little Moon Kitsune. I doubt we'll get an appearance, but we're hanging out in this front room, in the studio, to try and lure her, make her feel comfortable. Oh, y'all. Look at Pumbaa. Little jungle baby Pumbaa. So cute. I also, when I was of this age, that would have been like around 4th grade, so 10, and it would have been like around 94, which also 94 apparently was the Pog fever took us by storm, and my sister just found our shared Pog collection and was going through it on the phone with me, and she's like, oh my god, there's like all these 8-ball puns, there's like cherry 8-balls, like also my slammer that I like think about it a lot, but I was like, it's lost to the ethers for sure. I'm never seeing that shit again. Lo and behold, it's the first thing that popped out of the container. So it's a gold rattlesnake. It has like a little rattle to it. Slammer, gold metal, and it's a rattlesnake slammer, which like when I was younger, I hated snakes. So that Pog slammer is a testament to how much I love gold, and I love like a little maraca moment. I love like a little novelty. So there's that. And also I feel like I'm embracing my snake, which I think is an important thing. And also as my little slither princess right here, the thing to be imparted as I embark on this next phase of life without him is to absolutely embrace my inner slither, have better, stronger boundaries, more like self-interest, and just like look out for number 1 and know that that's warranted, fucking warranted, and necessary actually. Because he's not going to be there to pee on people who trifle with me anymore, And also, like, I don't need to give the benefit of the doubt. My instincts are enough, and I get to trust them wholeheartedly. And if I'm wrong, so be it. But, like, embrace the inner slither princess is what I think these snakes coming into my life is to, like, confront my fears, which are childhood, deep-seated, and like be able to embrace and shed my skin and embark on this new chapter. So not for nothing, huns. Okay. Also not trying to dox myself here. So this next thing that I'm gonna open is not a doll or a figure, but a book. And again, like as I'm grappling with not having Tegan and what that aftermath looks like, and trying not to, like, not wanting to spiral into slut cookie destructive behavior that, like, is not going to be fulfilling. That I have projects, that I have things that I'm ready to embark on working on, you know? And so this book is part of what I didn't realize, but like I'm finding I'm like Easter egging myself a lot, which is really delightful, and I feel so validated by it, and also like looked after by self and universe and like the tiny creature in my lap. So I'm liking the flow of things at the moment, despite the like harrowing thing I need to do later today. Oh, okay. This book is called Smoketown. It's by Tenea D. Johnson. And I'm going to just read some of the cover for you. The understated lyrical prose makes even small moments, such as the appearance of a flock of birds within the city's force field, feel triumphant. And that is, yeah, I want that. Okay, and here is the synopsis on the back. The city of Leodare is unlike any other in the post-climate change United States. Within its boundaries, birds are outlawed, and what was once a crater of Appalachia is now a tropical, glittering metropolis where Anna Amor is waiting. Armour. An artist by passion and a factory worker by trade, Anna is a woman of special gifts. She has chosen this beautiful, traumatized city to wait for the woman she's lost, the one she believes can save her from the troubled past and uncertain future. When one night Anna creates life out of thin air and desperation, no one is prepared for what comes next. Not Lucine, a smooth-talking soothsayer with plans for the city. Lucine's brother, Eugenio, who has designs of his own. Safe, a star performer in the Leodarian cosmos. Or Rory, a forefather of the city who's lived through outbreak, heartbreak, and scandal. Told through their interlocking stories, Smoketown delves into the invisible connections that rival magic and the cost of redemption. Y'all, I've read this a few times, and like reading the synopsis just like amps me up to the nth degree, as if I've like never read this and I don't know what happens. But I'm like, it's so beautifully written, and like I like kind of jumping in and catching up. You know, I like to catch as catch can. I think it helps how I process information. And I mean, also probably because it's a coping mechanism, because I was always trying to play catch up, you know, and just like piece together information from like what wasn't getting said, or like whatever. I mean, some coping stuff for sure. But in a fun setting, I don't like being like spoon-fed. I really don't like that. I like coming to it on my own. I like being along for the ride of the story, and like, but not being kind of pandered to, right? Here's another piece. Smoketown is an imaginative and smartly written novel about a future that feels disturbingly close, even more so now, because I think this was, 2008. Moving with determination through the story, her characters appear boldly alive on the page, pulling the reader into their world teeming with magic, wonder, and the possibility of change hovering on fragile wings. Fiona Zed, author of Every Dark Desire. Fiona Zed does like lesbian erotica and stuff. Some good shit. Zeddy, I might be saying that wrong. Yeah, again, I'm like living now also in Tennessee, and like in the kind of, you know, like I've been thinking about this book a lot. And okay, so all of this to say, I'm rereading it again because a month or so ago, I had this little brain worm that was like, what if Smoketown was a musical though? So I want to reread and see what comes, see if that is like, I don't know, see what roots are there, if any. And then see if I can, if it's there, see if maybe there's a little pitch to be made to the author. Because she's such an incredible writer and musician in her own right. And yeah, I'm just like, the possibilities feel rife, and like the timing feels too apropos, you know? And birds, baby. I love birds. I'm a birder now, you know? I've never not been a birder, but like, you know, as it does when you hit your mid-30s, it really ratchets right up. You're just like, oh yeah, sign me up. Merlin app, I got it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I see a lot of I see a lot of birds in my dreams these days. Also, yeah, the birds they come. I have a sweet bird friend, Yoshi, who I really were just, that's my girl. All right, y'all, I think that's about enough from me for now. And, ooh-wee, I'm gonna see you on the other side, all right? Happy doll and dolls. Don't let nobody shame you, including you. Thanks for being here with me.